decided to have a change of heart and do like an up close of all the accessories. So this is the manual, and then this is the flow meter. It came in all those boxes right there, but I decided to take them out to look at them. And there's a very interesting thing. So if the made in China on this machine didn't convince you that it was actually Chinese, if you look at the back, it says on the little sticker, "Do not adjust the red part by yourself to avoid the hurt." So that's like pretty sweet. And then like this little ring has some text on it, like warnings. It says, "You must check the pressure of the cylinder not higher than the allowed max inlet pressure of this products to avoid any hurt." And they got hurt in capitals. So that's pretty sweet. So anyway, this is the 240 to 115 volt adapter. It's just a pigtail. It goes onto here. It's already wired with 220. So yeah. And then this is a stinger. All these accessories have DINS plugs, so you can just stick this in the front of the machine and twist it and locks it. Now it's got like a thick, sturdy plastic. But I can tell you one thing I don't like about the stinger is that it only has mill marks on one side. I don't know if you can see, but the other side is flat. But other than that, it's got like, I don't know, I'd say like a 6 or 7 foot cable. It seems alright. And then next is the ground clamp, and it's like smaller than I thought it'd be, but the spring on it's good. So I guess that's alright. And it's got copper braiding, and part of it's frayed. I took a couple minutes to look over the machine and stuff after I originally unboxed it, so I got a better idea of what everything's like. And then the gas hose just screws into the back right there. I mean, it threads in fine, so I guess it's just going to work. Work as advertised. I'll just probably put some Teflon tape on it though, because I don't feel like wasting $210 of gas for the tank I'm going to buy. Alright, now we have the foot pedal, which is not your typical rocker style pedal. Some of these have like dials on the sides, which is like shitty, but this is like cast aluminum. And it's kind of light, and I know a lot of people have complaints that when you push on it, it scoots. You can see that, but I'm used to the normal rocker style pedals, like my friend has one over here. Oops. And this is on its Miller Synchro 200. And I wish I had that, but to upgrade it's like $150, so I think I'm just going to use this one until it breaks. And yeah, but I'm not like unfamiliar with this sort of like style pedal, because our positioners at work have this, but they're a little bit smaller. And yeah, I mean, it seems alright. I mean, the metal on the plug here is like kind of cheap, so I hope that doesn't break. But now we're going to look at the torch and the accessories it comes with. It comes with a number 5, a number 6, and a number 7 cup. And it's got 2 different back caps, so you can like run a full-length tungsten, or you can cut it down to like 2 inches. So you can get into like tight spots. And then it's got one collet body, which is this big thick piece right here. And then it's got a 1/8 inch collet, a 1/16 collet, and a 3/32 for your different types of tungstens. But I'm probably not going to use these because I'm going to order a gas lens kit to make it all shorter. But I'll probably keep the back caps though, because those are useful. And I checked out the cups. They're like really shitty, like clay, so I don't think they're going to work real well anyway. So I'll probably just buy a number 5 cup for aluminum. That's better than that, because I don't like the quality. I think if you drop it like 1 inch, it's going to break. It's pretty bad. And then this is the thumb trigger, and this is really something I would probably use for like positioner work, because you don't have the amperage control that you have with the foot pedal. But I'm going to keep it. I've heard it only lasts like 2 or 3 months. It's kind of like, kind of garbage. It just, you can use zip ties to hook it up to your torch, but you know, yeah. And lastly, we have the torch, and comparing it to something we use at work, we got like the Weldcraft 17s. This is a WP17F, and the handle is like sort of a cheaper plastic than I thought it would be, and then the cord is like a braided nylon. The cord is actually pretty nice, and it's a flex head, so you can move it forward or back or side to side depending on what kind of work you want to do. And I see people that like in their videos they're like push on it like really hard, which is not what you want to do, especially since this is just like a Chinese torch. It'll break, and then you're gonna have to drop the $100 anyway to get like a CK or something, which is what I plan on doing anyway, because these really, the 17s, especially the air cooled, they only handle like 150 amps, and this one I don't think will work for a long time, but it'll get me started. You know, I'm gonna try and not burn it out, because this is a 200 amp machine, and this torch already is just a handicap. You know, I'm not going to be able to max the machine out. But I mean, it's small, so you know it's not like real cumbersome. So you can like maneuver around stuff really well. And it's got your DINS plug, the 3/8, I think it is. So it just snaps into the front of the welder. You twist it, and then it's got the argon line attached to it, and it's got a quick disconnect. So you just pop it in, hit the button, comes right out, so it's alright. And then the front of the machine, the real only, you know, the only defect I had in it was this little crack at the top, which is no big deal. But you've got 9 different knobs for all your settings, 4 rocker switches, and this is your pulser setting, and it's got 3 different ones. So the flat line is no pulse. The top one's a slow pulse, because on the pulse setting knob right here you have 2 different bands. So the low one is for the inside band, which goes from 0.5 pulses a second to 10. The middle one is like a high pulse, and that changes your range from 10 to 200. But I don't know how much I'm going to use that. I mean, I typically like the lowest straight current. Then you have your AC DC knob, which is, you know, for aluminum steels. Then your stick and TIG, and then your 2T and 4T, which is primarily what you use the thumb trigger for. But I'm going to do a video in about a week when I pick up an argon bottle to actually show like the welding quality and stuff. And then I'll go over all the settings here, and you know, I'll try some stuff out. But other than that, the welder seems alright. I mean, $700 bucks. I plan on upgrading a lot of this stuff. Maybe not in the immediate future, you know, but it's got a 3-year warranty and a 60% duty cycle at max amperage, so that's good. And plus, it's got the dual voltage. You know, I wanted, if I could afford one, I'd get a Miller Dynasty, but those are like $4,000, and you can only run them on 220 and up. So I need the 220 or 440 circuit, which I cannot afford. And yeah, so I hope you guys like this. I mean, it's China. It's like a quarter the price of, you know, the machine I really want, but the finish is good. It came unbroken, packaged really well in foam and stuff like that. So yeah, like I said, I'll have a video. I'll try out some aluminum, some steel. You know, I definitely want to figure out, you know, how the torch works, because I didn't want to upgrade anything like immediately, but I have a feeling I'm gonna have to buy like a CK or something. You know, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in about a week with a welding video. Thanks.